Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. Today's reading is going to be all about what has changed in this connection recently. So I assume if you are here, if you felt called and drawn to this reading, it's likely that there has been a bit of a shift, or you've been sensing that there are some changes in the works between the two of you. We are here to unpack that for you here today, and I intend on being as detailed as I possibly can for you. So first of all, I'm glad you're here. Second of all, I hope you're having a fabulous day. And lastly, I'm going to finish our little rundown and then get straight into the message. We're going to get going with the oracle cards I've pre-pulled for us to save some time. After that, we're going to dive deeper into the messages using the tarot. Per usual, I will also be getting out some channeled messages as well as tiles, charms, and astrology dice for more info and confirmation. And as always, I will close our reading today with a message just for you. So I highly recommend checking that out. It's a good way to help reset your energy and bring the focus back on you while also uplifting the energy. So all right, you guys, let's get into it. Representing what has changed in this connection, we have the cheetah, bee, dragonfly, and dragon. We have water, let the feelings flow. Full moon, all is being revealed. Solar eclipse, watch doors of opportunities swing open. And then we also have apocalypsis and the destroyer archetypes. So to get started, I want to note that we do have water energy present. This is an astrology deck, so you or your person could have strong water placements. We also have fire energy and double notes of air energy. So we have a wide variety coming out, I guess I could say. We have the dragon, which is the solar plexus chakra. And we have full moon here and solar eclipse. These could be possible timelines. All of my readings are timeless, so it's finding you when it's meant to, of course. So maybe it's right around the time of the full moon or a solar eclipse, or these could have been like, I just heard stepping stones. So like almost like a timeline from the last solar eclipse to the next full moon, vice versa, something like that. Could have been when the ball started rolling, so to speak, with these changes. Okay. Also, right around the time of the full moon is a very emotional time in general. So it could be that you might see another big change around the time of the next full moon. Just because I can see that emotions are kind of running high behind the scenes right now, and that's causing some of these changes. Now within your person, I feel like there's been a streak of motivation that's come over them. The cheetah was the very first card that I pulled for us today, and this does represent divine masculine energy. It's interesting because the second card is the bee, which almost looks like it's following in the cheetah's footsteps. They're going in the same direction, which is telling me that one thing that's changed within your person specifically is motivation to work harder, to do better, to go towards their goals involving you, okay? So if this person's been dragging their feet, or if they've been slacking, or if they really just have not been putting in the time, energy, and effort towards making things happen with you, I feel like that's one thing that's in the process of changing right now. There's something that they observed that's motivated them to want to do this. I keep getting the message of watching, observing, noticing, and paying attention to like movements, details, body language, cues from you, your feelings. And we have all these imagery of eyes coming out as well. We have an eye here, we have an eye here. And even as I was shuffling these cards, like I kept getting this impulse to flip the deck upside down, like while I was shuffling. And each time I did that, there was a picture of an eye on one of the cards. And of course I didn't take it because it didn't come out organically, but it's like, my divine team was trying to show me that eye imagery over and over and over again to symbolize watching. We have that noted here as well. Observation. It could also be that this person saw something change in your eyes. Maybe you cried in front of them. Maybe you expressed a really deep emotion to them. Which I just heard brought them to their knees. Probably not literally. I mean, maybe it did, but metaphorically brought them to their knees, and maybe they realized maybe the consequences of their actions or how they really felt for you. Something that they observed within you has caused them to want to do better, to work harder, to do more, to make some changes, is what I'm seeing. Maybe they were in a fog of illusion before this, or maybe they didn't think you really cared, or they didn't see the depths of your emotions or their own emotions until something just sort of snapped them out of it, honestly. Now, I do feel like this was like a physical observation. Like this person was actually watching this in real time. It's not metaphorical. So chances are this moment or these moments could have happened in person. If this is a long distance connection, I suppose it could have happened over the phone. But more than likely, this was an in-person observation. This person saw something change in you. They looked into your eyes. They felt something shift within themselves, within you. They gained a different perspective and different understanding. And something inside of them kind of just clicked. Wally is trying to get in a paper bag right now. Classic cat behavior, Wally. Thank you. Hello. He says hi, everyone. Anyway, let's not start this today though, sir. I will give you extra attention after the reading, okay? Let's not start this. Thank you. Anyway, I just heard something cracked open. So I feel like in your gut right now when you're watching this reading, you kind of know the moment that I'm talking about. I'm really getting a strong indication for a lot of you watching, you know exactly what moment I'm talking about. And maybe that's not something the two of you have discussed outright, but in your gut, you kind of felt something change. You knew that something started to shift with this person. And I keep getting these messages like, look into my eyes, or I look into your eyes. There's something about eye contact that's really, really important here. It's made this person want to understand you more, I feel. I actually just looked down and noticed that this is in fact an iris as well, and I did not notice that at all. Like when the card came out, when we were just talking about that, but I feel like that is very clearly an iris right there. Definitely is. So yeah, there's something about eye contact that's really important here. I want to get into the tarot. And get more information. So give me a moment here. Let's pack things up, you guys, and then let's get right into it. Okay. So we're going to start with the Naked Heart Tarot. If the readings resonated so far, let me know. Like the video, subscribe. You're welcome to share anything you would like to down below in the comments with the collective as well. I'm also running a 15% off sale in the shop. So if you want to check that out while I shuffle or something, if you want to see what's going on there, I added some new merch. And I'm probably not going to run another sale for a little while, you guys. So definitely take advantage of it while you can. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Like it's the bottom card. Okay, there we go. Wow. These cards are coming up really fast and like really confidently, I guess I could say. I know that's a weird way to put it because obviously inanimate objects can't be confident, but it's like the vibe, I guess. Let's get one more out actually too. I want to confirm and clarify that 7 of Cups quick. Actually, I got it. And that makes sense. So we'll take that on top of it. So give me a second here. Let's fix things up here. I just felt like I needed to say, how are you doing? Which I will ask you, how are you doing? Are you doing okay today? How are you feeling? Is there anything new going on in your life? I know that we're not talking face to face right now, but I like really felt a strong calling to ask how you are doing right now. So if you'd like to share below, you can, or if you're watching during the live premiere, maybe chat amongst yourselves if you feel like you'd like to. Anyway, we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Naked Heart. We have the 4 of Wands, the Lovers, the 8 of Pentacles, and then of course the 7 of Cups with the 8 of Cups. lyrics of like, I was blind, but now I see are coming out really strongly with this card. And that makes sense because we have the Eight of Cups clarifying that or giving additional information to it. I read this Seven of Cups much differently than any other deck because we have this almost fogged out, blindfolded giraffe here, which I feel represents your person. They were blind. There was a fog. And I brought that up earlier with the dragonfly card in our last spread. There was some sort of fog or illusion that your person was under. They were not seeing clearly. I think that they were misunderstanding your feelings or their own feelings or experience in this connection. And now that's been lifted. They've walked away from that blindness, right? There's also something coming out about this person feeling like they've taken too much time. So maybe you've been with them for a long time and things just have not progressed between the two of you, or maybe you have an extended history with this person and just not much movement has happened. Maybe they were afraid of commitment or, they were making excuses of why, XYZ could or could not happen. I really honestly think that this person was not seeing your intentions clearly. They weren't seeing your feelings clearly. There was a lot of misunderstanding and misreading you. I'm really, really getting that strongly here. This person had one type of opinion about you. They had a lot of opinions about you or about themselves or the nature of the connection that they've recently found out were completely wrong or false, or that they were misunderstanding things the entire time. I just heard the word insecurity come out very, very strongly. So it could be that maybe your person's own insecurities kind of warped their perception of you or of the connection or of their own feelings. They were living a life run by fear, insecurity, maybe past unhealed wounds were blocking them from seeing your true purity, your true intentions here. Because I'm feeling very strongly that you do care for this person. You really do love them or care for them. You have good intentions here, but they were not seeing that. They weren't seeing the depth of your heart. And that was not your fault, by the way. In fact, side note, to interject for a second, how people treat you is much more of a reflection of how they feel about themselves than how they feel about you. So a good example I always give is, let's say you go into the coffee shop and a person just starts being rude to you for no good reason. They pick a fight or they're being nasty or gossipy or something like that. It's not about you. It's usually not something you did at all. It's how they feel about themselves. They're not feeling good about who they are inside. They're not feeling good about, some experiences they're going through in their own personal life. And, people tend to take that out on others, unfortunately. And I think that's what was going on with your person, is that they were not feeling good about themselves. They were feeling insecure. They were feeling, just negative things because of past experiences they've had, and they projected those images onto you, almost like there was an assumption that you were just going to keep repeating those old connections patterns or something, okay? And so I think it hit your person really hard when the truth was revealed to them. Again, they saw something in you. They witnessed something in you. They just drew my eyes down to the eagles right here, which look like they're making direct eye contact. So again, they looked into your eyes and saw something. They witnessed something within you that kind of like snapped them into reality. It lifted away this fog and the smoke that was like causing some of these illusions for them. I think you bore your soul to them in a way with the naked heart coming out. I think that they saw your raw emotion, whether that was something that you did directly, like if you cried in front of them, or they just looked into your eyes and they had this moment of realization and understanding. They saw your rawness, they saw your realness, your vulnerability come out. And I think that that caused them to change their perception of things and probably their own emotions as well. Maybe they looked at you and it wasn't even about your emotions. They looked at you and it hit them how much they really love and care for you. But they had this moment of realization. And I love that the Four of Wands is coming in between the Naked Heart and the Lovers, because to me, this is like bridging the gap of the past understanding and the now present understanding that they have of what they really want with you. I think that union is really important to your person now. If it wasn't in the past, that's something that they're genuinely desiring now with you very strongly. They might be thinking of, really getting to that point. So if this reading is finding you and you've noticed positive changes in the connection, I feel like it's because your person is taking you more seriously now. They're taking this connection that you have a lot more seriously because they could see a future with you. And maybe in the past, they were afraid to let those feelings in, or they felt like, I just heard the word betrayal. Maybe they were under the assumption that there was going to be a betrayal, so they kept you at arm's length. This person may have been cheated on in the past. They maybe have had some partners who were a little bit shady or really betrayed their trust. So your person had gotten quite used to keeping people at arm's length. Because they didn't want to be vulnerable, they didn't want to get hurt, and maybe they were under the assumption that everybody was kind of like out to get them, I'm feeling, or that people were playing manipulative games. I just heard that they could have had a partner in the past that used their emotions to manipulate them, like cried to get attention, or some sort of mind games like that. Some sort of emotional manipulation had taken place. Your person wants to work on understanding you more, I feel, and understanding themselves most importantly, because I think that they had let past projections interrupt the flow of your connection, I guess is a good way to put it. So let's get into the channeled messages, and then we'll do tiles, charms, and astrology dice. These are going to be current messages from your person, so what they would say to you right now if they felt like they could be open and honest. Wow, that's very strong coming out first. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, your person is paying attention to you. Let's talk about this one for a second. I will wait for a sign from you. They're watching you. Your person is watching your behavior. They're watching your patterns. They're actually trying to understand you. So they're waiting for signs when it's time to take action. They're waiting for cues that you give them. They're paying very, very close attention to you and your behaviors. So just be aware of that. We're going to use another deck as well. So give me a second here. I love you unconditionally. I wish things could be different. I will wait for a sign from you, and I wish I had treated you better. Yeah, I think that this person was maybe mistreating you, or they weren't being the kindest to you. Maybe when you were upset in the past, or if you expressed emotion to them in the past, maybe they didn't believe you, because I think they, again, were used to some kind of emotional manipulation. They understand your heart now, though. They do understand your heart, and they're paying attention to you. I think this person really wants to do better here. They love you. That could be one thing that's changed as well, is that this person, maybe they couldn't even love themselves, and now they feel like they actually understand what love means to them, and they love you, and they want to do right by you, I feel. Okay. I need to tell you something important. We also have fire sign coming out. And we did have a lot of fire energy in the beginning of the reading. So that's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy could be present in your charts. And even the solar plexus chakra, which we had come out in the beginning, is ruled by fire, the element of fire. It's often described as a fire in the belly. Okay. You shine so bright. I think your person didn't believe that your heart was really in this. And again, don't take that personally. It's I think your person's issue, you know. If you came into this connection with pure intention and that's what you've brought into it, I think that it's really your person not doing their healing work or not understanding that they still had some insecurities or issues that were blocking them. Can we forget about all the drama? You shine so bright and I'm trying to stabilize my life right now. I think your person has an honest desire to put the past in the past and do better in this connection and work towards things. And that's one big thing that's changed. Maybe they faked it in the past, but now they really mean it. They want positive change with you. They don't want the past to define the future of this connection. There is something that they wished they had done differently, and I think some of this drama was something that they caused or they created, or at least they feel like it's their fault. Okay, let's get into the, I was going to say the confirmation pieces. The astro dice, the tiles, the charms. Let's do that next. This part gets a little bit loud and noisy, so if you're sensitive to that, this is your heads up to turn the volume down, especially these dice, which I'll do first. They get to be a bit noisy. I'm feeling 4, so I'm going to roll these 4 times. You might see specific astrology placements in your chart, your person's chart. I also just heard composite chart. Okay, so maybe in your composite chart, if you've done one of those. Anyway, let's get into it. So we have Virgo, Uranus, and Venus. I don't know why that was challenging to me. Virgo, Uranus, and Venus. There we go. We have Taurus, Neptune, and Neptune. Okay, so Taurus, Neptune energy could be really significant. We have Scorpio, Venus, and Neptune. Scorpio, Venus, and Neptune. And then one more. We have Aries, Mercury, and Venus. Lots of Venus energy and Neptune energy came out for us today. That was way more than I wanted, but I felt like I needed to, so we're here for it. Okay. We have D, O, O, T, M, I, TMI, okay. We have T, okay. We also have an N, an S, and an E. Sent, I don't know, maybe something you sent to them. We also can make send. Mitten, I think we can spell mittens. I don't know, was somebody wearing mittens? Interesting, okay. We have a strawberry, that's sweetness, that's health, that's vitality. We have a 4-leafed clover, good luck, good fortune, changes. We also have the energy of good luck and good fortune with the beetle here. And then we have a black and white high heel. So maybe one of you wears high heels or both of you could. There could be a specific pair. Maybe when this moment happened for your person or when these changes started, you could have been wearing high heels or something black and white or fancy attire, okay? I think we're good here though. I'm gonna pack up and we're gonna get you a couple of personal messages before I close your reading off today. All right, gotta be careful. There we go, perfect. Go. All right, so these 2 messages are just for you. Oh yeah, the songs. I forgot about the songs. We have Cliche and Sway today. Okay, these are just for you. It doesn't have to relate to the connection. So if you need a moment to grab a glass of water, take a couple deep breaths, now is the time. I choose to be here in this glorious physical body. To be this me has been my choice. You choose the opportunity to experience this delicious contrast and to co-create with other joy-seeking beings, to fine-tune the process of deliberate thought. What, where, when, and with whom you create are your choices too. Okay, that's a really good one. I'm holding it up if you need an extra second to reread that because that is a really, really good message. And then your affirmation, as always, I encourage you to affirm this with me. You can do that by reading it, commenting it, writing it, whatever you would like to do. Today, I'm at peace. Today, I am at peace with all that has happened, all that is happening, and all that will happen. Lovely. I am going to leave our reading here, you guys. Thank you so much again for being a part of this reading, for being here with us. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night, and until next time, bye for now.